Good afternoon. Today's Friday, November 19th. I'm Joe Terrell, president of Terrell & Company, Independent Wealth Managers in St. Louis, Missouri. This is another video update for the people that follow our comments with our clients and associates. There are two things currently going on that are dominating markets. The first one being the fact that due to the COVID, the government of Australia has gone back under lockdown. Germany is considering doing the same thing. Markets believe this could lead to another worldwide shutdown and, of course, the disastrous economy that would result from that. Let me dismiss that right now. Do not believe that's going to happen. The virus is on its way to being completely behind us. It's not there yet, but due to vaccinations, due to some of the drugs that are now available to treat the virus and turn it into a minor event if you do contract, will keep the world from going back into a massive lockdown. The second issue that's much more important that we discuss is inflation. This is the number one issue right now that's going on in the investment world. On one side are the facts and figures that are out. Inflation's running at 6.5% on a yearly basis. All of us see it at the gas pump, we see it at the grocery store, we see it in almost everything we're doing. There are a few people, but the Federal Reserve Bank in particular, that is trying to insist this inflation is transitory. Don't worry, by next year it'll all be back down to 1 or 2%. No. That's not going to be the case. This inflation is going to be with us for 2 or 3 years. M2 money supply has grown at a 40% rate in the last 18 months. You cannot have excessive money creation and keep inflation under control. So at Terrell & Company, as it relates to portfolios, the first thing that you have to assume is interest rates are going to go higher, and they're going to go higher sooner rather than later. The Federal Reserve Bank says they won't raise interest rates until late 2023. No one believes that. Markets are pricing in increases in interest rates twice next year, the first one occurring within 6 months. We tend to agree with that. So it means that a person must be very careful with portfolios right now, and that is exactly what we're doing here at Terrell & Company, because higher interest rates mean multiples of earnings and cash flows that companies are generating very well could need to be reduced as interest rates go higher. So it requires very careful attention to watching this play out to see just how much inflation we're going to have. If the Federal Reserve Bank does not act and continues to postpone, it will only compound the problem. The Federal Reserve Bank also is buying about $120 billion every month of U.S. government bonds in an effort to keep interest rates artificially low. This is more money creation. The Fed has to stop this, and the quicker they stop it, the better. They announced a mild tapering of this since our last video update, where they said they're going to cut out maybe $12 billion this month and a little bit more the next month. No. Worldwide demand for goods and services is exploding. The supply of goods and services is very limited. The economy does not need any artificial stimulus. Cut it out, Fed. Quit with another $120 billion every month of additional stimulus. It is definitely not needed. It's only going to make inflation worse. So we're very cautious at Terrell and Company at the moment. And the second part of it is obviously for fixed income, it requires being a very short duration in any fixed income, as if interest rates go back up, the value of fixed income will go down. If you are on the wrong side of the fixed income market, you could have severe losses. You must have your portfolios in fixed income structured in such a way that you're not going to get hurt as interest rates go back up. It's not a question of are they going to go back up, it's only a question of when are they going to go back up and how fast does that happen. So this has been another video update of Terrell and Company. We'll try and be back maybe definitely right after Thanksgiving, but before Christmas, because these events that are unfolding around the world, particularly with inflation around the world and how central banks are reacting to it, are very important and require adjustments to investment portfolios subject to how these events unfold. Thank you, and we wish you and your family a very happy Thanksgiving, and we'll talk soon.